Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, today's content, guys, there's something to this, and we're going to dive into it. This whole Biden gun control, gun request of Congress thing that he did yesterday. The content is, did they make a fatal mistake, or did they jump the gun? Because they may have, so to speak. We're going to dive into that in depth with multiple reasons that I'm observing, a lot of the things I'm tying together, a bunch of observations that I've got around this push. But before we do that, two things. Guys, the newsletter and the subscribe button you guys have been smashing. So the newsletter, over 2,000 of you guys joined last night alone from that video when Biden announced that he wanted Congress to do gun control. That's amazing. For those of you who did join the newsletter, thank you. You're on the cutting edge of this gun world revolution, which we've been talking about, because it is coming. Every Friday, if you're not aware, I'm sending you guys pistol links for ammo that I can find online and rifle ammo links on Tuesdays. So Friday and Tuesdays, it's in your inbox. If I can help you, I help you. It's awesome. The subscriber button, over 5,000 of you thought that I earned your subscription yesterday, and I appreciate that. So, as always, guys, if the content I'm putting out, if you feel it's worthy and I earn it, please smash that subscribe button. Take the old 556 and just, because I'm working hard for you guys, and the more we can stay in contact, the better. And like I said, over 5,000 of you joined in the last night, and since January 1st, over 49,000 of you have. So keep it up, guys. You're doing great. Thank you. All right, so now the content for the day. This is interesting. So as you guys know, for the past 30 days-ish, I've been doing a lot of videos about the disjointed nature of the Democrats on gun control. The pros and cons of what they have coming at us, how they're looking in their outlook, the different bills that have come out, and now we did one last night on Biden and his request for gun control. So, in order to keep up, I've got all the videos on my channel straight down in January and the early February. Observe those, check those out, watch those so you can kind of get an idea where we're at, and it'll keep you up to date. Now, last night, Biden came out and he said basically he wanted gun control, and the video was up last night, so you guys can check that out if you want in more detail. But there's some things that are interesting about this. So, we all know they want gun control, you and I, it's no secret, but there's some obstacles. And the one I want to focus on tonight is, I think they actually may have made a mistake. A pretty serious one. So, here's what I mean, let me elaborate. And like I said, comments in the field below if you guys agree or disagree, because this is a two-way conversation. So, basically, they have a set amount of time, and you know Congress takes not like 8 vacations of like 6 weeks each, so they really don't work that much. So they have a finite amount of time they can actually put together legislation. Now, in order to do that, they have to pick the legislation that's the most important to them, and then if the filibuster is still intact, then the Republicans can just burn down the clock, essentially. If you were to equate it to football, they would burn down the clock. And they're going to do the same thing on gun control. They're going to do the same thing on healthcare. They're going to do the same thing on immigration. A lot of the things that are hot-button issues on both sides, there's going to be filibusters. So, before the election, there was a lot of talk about the filibuster going away. The Democrats were going to kill it if they got the supermajority and the House. Both houses of Congress. Now, I completely agree. The filibuster is going to be a target of theirs, but Biden came out last night and said, I want gun control from Congress, before they attacked the filibuster. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is where some of the political tactics come from. They spent a long time impeaching Trump for the second time when he was out of office. Again, we talked about that already. They got a loss on that. They didn't impeach Trump. They didn't prevent him from doing anything. They actually lost to a man who was no longer in office. So, they need a win. So for Biden to come out and say, I want comprehensive gun control, and far left comprehensive gun control, we're talking far left, he kind of jumped the gun in the fact that there's no bill in Congress that accommodates what he wants, one. Two, they haven't gotten rid of the filibuster, so the Republicans are going to burn down the clock and get in the way of their other legislation that they want to pass. And the third thing is, it's so far extreme, it has a very high likelihood of failure. So, this could be one of two things, in my opinion. Either it's a continuation of the disjointed nature on gun control in the Democratic Party. Again, see all the videos I put out, like 5 of them. Or they're so overconfident that they think they can get anything that they want, and they're willing to make mistakes. And I'll be honest with you, both things are positives for us. That's kind of where I'm coming from, is I think Biden jumped the gun because he needed a political victory, and he thinks that he's going to get the guns, but his proposal was way too far left. And even if they compromise on it, you're still not going to get what you want because the filibuster is going to burn down the clock. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's a great win for us. By all means, I think it's not good that we're in the situation that we're in. But from a tactical standpoint, they may have made a mistake here, which is going to help out the Second Amendment community and the gun community a little bit. But, like I said, sound off in the comments, guys. What do you think? Do you think this was a mistake? Do you think this was on purpose? Do you think this is some sort of sinister plan to lull us asleep and then attack us from behind? Wouldn't put it past them. But, until tomorrow, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm Braden. Stay safe out there.